markets shut up shop on Tuesday. Look at the MySix there over in Moscow. That is Russia's main stock market index. It gained back 5.3% on Tuesday. Not enough, though, to make up for the 11% loss that we saw on Monday, as we saw those tensions really rumble between Russia and the West. As you can see, basically stock markets trading up across the board in Europe on Tuesday. Let's also talk you through the US markets this hour. We're seeing a real boost on Wall Street as well. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is currently up more than 200 points, or 1.25%. Similar picture there for the Nasdaq, as well as the broader S&P 500 index. Now, moving on, the Geneva Motor Show is one of the biggest annual events for the global car industry, and it opened its doors to journalists this Tuesday as car makers rolled out a range of new offerings. On the more expensive end of the scale, Ferrari unveiled a new convertible. The California T is meant to be both lighter and more fuel efficient than previous versions of the vehicle. Rival Lamborghini has also unveiled a new muscle at the motor show. The Italian brand, which is owned by Volkswagen, introduced the Huracan with a price tag of around 200,000 euros. Now, car executives say the mood is more upbeat in Geneva this year than last, as Europe's car industry sees the light at the end of a very long tunnel. The car industry is expecting a 2% increase in European sales this year. That follows a 6-year slump, with sales hitting their lowest level since 1995 in 2013. Still, there are warnings that it will take a long time before European sales come back to pre-crisis levels. Earlier, I spoke to the head of Spanish brand SEAT, which is owned by Volkswagen. I put the question to him whether there'll be a real growth in Europe in the years to come, or whether the market will bump along the bottom.
I think it's very hard to predict, to be really honest. I think we should take the positive signals as they are. And I think we've seen much weaker starts into the year in the past 5 years. So we should be happy that the year 2014 starts well in most markets. There's a sign for more demand than we had in the prior year, and we take it step by step. I think the important piece is that mentally we say goodbye to the crisis years, and we mentally open ourselves up for some more positive news in the years to come.
That was Jürgen Stackmann, the president of SEAT, as he sees a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, as I was saying before, when it comes to the European car market. This as for the past 5 months, we have actually seen sales in Europe coming back somewhat. So it is helping those hopes. We're going to take a look at a few other stories that we're following for you. Jobless ranks in Spain fell last month by around 2,000 people. The drop is modest, and more than 4.8 million people are still out of work. But it is the first February since 2007 that unemployment ticks lower. The month is traditionally weak for the Spanish labour market, but the uptick is seen as a sign that the recovery is taking hold in Spain. Germany's biggest power producer has posted its first full-year loss in more than 60 years. RWE blames asset write-downs for a full-year loss of 2.75 billion euros for 2013. The utility is suffering as an energy transition is underway in Europe. A surge in solar and wind power is undercutting the profitability of RWE's coal and gas-fired power plants. Weak energy demand is also seen to be hitting the bottom line. And the French conglomerate Bouygues is about to make an offer for mobile network operator SFR. That's according to sources speaking to Reuters. The bid would pit Bouygues against cable operator Numericable, which has already put in a preliminary offer for SFR to its owner Vivendi. Numericable's offer is just shy of 15 billion euros, and it's unclear whether Bouygues will beat that number. A telecoms war shaping up here in France then between Bouygues and the owner of Numericable, Altice. We'll see if another player, Iliad, the owner of the operator Free, gets involved as well, Laura.
All right, Marcus, we'll see you in an hour for another update. Thanks very much indeed. For now, though, let's turn to sports. Dan Levy's here with us in the studio. Hello there, Dan.
Hi, Laura.
We're going to start with Barcelona FC.